वनक्कम, मैं हैदर अली सैयद आसिफगम से यूनाइटेड अंडर तमिल सेवा. Hello, Shabir.
Yes, sir.
Are you coming for the first time in this room?
Yeah, first time. It's first time.
Okay. Actually, in this room, we discuss on Quran, Bible, Torah, history, Tamil culture, and culture of nomads also. So this is what we discuss in this room. And basically, we divide people in any cult. We divide into two groups. One is truth, other is falsehood. One is haq, one is batil, dharam, adharam. So truth, haq or haq is only one, and we talk on principles, not on rituals or mantras or all that stuff. We talk about the principles. What is the true principle which God has given us, and how those principles were taken over and they were interpolated, that became adharam or batil or falsehood. And Quran, since Quran is the book, is called Furqan means judging between right and wrong, haq and batil. It separates the and educate us about the principle which is God given principle, a way of life, and so on. So, can you tell me about yourself and your background, which rituals or which cult you are following?
Yeah, actually, it's okay for me. Your what you reflected now, it's okay for me. I'm also in the same direction.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is that people who have the Quran, they are the biggest culprit. Why I say this? Because Quran is like a lighthouse, and people who are in the lighthouse, they are living in darkness, and they are not utilizing the light of Quran for themselves, nor they are since they don't know the truth. Where is the question? They will propagate the truth to the people. Whatever Islam they are learning, they themselves don't know whether it is haq or batil. And the most confused people on earth are the Muslim community. In spite of having the Quran, they are the most confused people. Whereas if and since they are too much of confusion is there, and so they get aggressive. Aggression is there. Whereas if you look into the other sectors, they agree that they are on falsehood. They agree that there is some thing is there, something wrong is with their way of life, but they are
Yeah,
not.
excuse me. Actually, replace is on. Deliberately it is switched on.
No, this actually I normally it's on only. So there's no fear actually because most of it's already this room is actually replay is on actually always a replay is on. So there is no. So I want people to because what I was say is so that people can
It's okay.
listen
No,
to
no
it.
issue. No issue. I don't know whether you are deliberately or
No.
it's
Because
okay. It's
yeah,
fine.
if you check my profile and my there's lots of videos are there because not all the whatever the session I keep the videos are on, replays is on, and ultimately I think for 1 week they keep the replay and then it's deleted. That's the clubhouse system. So yes, sir. But
Okay, no,
why
no problem. Actually, your topic is also very interesting because it's something related with the Siddha and you are connecting truth. So, any reflections on the Siddha side or South Indian traditions of spirituality?
are you
You
from
have?
South?
Yes, exactly. We are
Are you,
from Kerala.
normally I don't
Uh,
ask anyone personal question, but like are you Tamil?
no, I'm from Kerala, Malayali.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Uh, See, the starting point, because when you read Quran is the last book of Islam. What is the starting point of Islam? Starting of point of Islam is India, Tamil Nadu. This is the birthplace of Islam. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I got some hints like that because Tamil is the ancient language in the world, and I
Yes.
got some sense on Siddhas and because we call it as a in Tendis. I think a dervish. It's something like that. Peoples are wandering. So such a tradition were existed in India in the ancient period. I
Yes.
heard so. It's also I want to know about more about such
Yes.
a tradition.
Actually, what
Uh, so these are my
Quran
idea on Siddha.
Quran is, yeah, Siddha, I will explain to you because Quran is basically talking about ancient Tamil culture that is called Asivagam. My room name is Asivagam, first Siddha. Asivagam is a Tamil way of life. It means A stands for God, Sivagam means God guided part. What is inside, genetical memories, and and if you read Quran, the Quran says Allah guides whom He wills. So it's Asiva, it's God guided part in Tamil means Asivagam. So Quran is basically a reminder for the way of life which was started from Adam, given to the first Siddha, that is Shivan or Shiva. So the starting point of Islam is with Shiva, and whatever the Tamil traditions says, the Tamil tradition says it has been confirmed by Quran. Like for example, the Tamil traditions. If you are aware of Tamil tradition, no? Whatever these oral traditions people are talking about. So I will just brief you out. When the Tamil tradition says that first human is black, and Quran chapter 15 verse 26 also says the first human is black. Quran, the first administrator is Shivan, the first Pandyan. So Quran also confirms that in chapter 2, verse 30, talking about the vicegerent successful authority on earth. So that goes against to the Shivan. The Tamil tradition says that Shivan was given all information in written form, and Quran chapter 96, 1 to 5, thought by pen whatever they did not know. So all information on all technology was given to the first Siddha Shivan. Then Quran, these people say that first language is Tamil, and God's language is also a Tamil. So when you read chapter 15, verse 29, you will find two Tamil word in that thing. In the Tamil language, when the Quran says that when I have proportioned him and put my breath into him, then bow down in prostration. So from this verse, chapter 15, verse 29, we come to know two Tamil words. Adam. A means God. Dam means breath. God given breath. Adam means God given breath. So it's a Tamil word. And then the verse continues. It says that when I have put my breath into him, then bow down to him. In Tamil, Vanakkam means I bow to the soul which is in you. So history from Adam to Noah, 100% belongs to the Tamil people. And then Quran chapter 5 verse 27 talks about tell the story of two sons of Adam. Have you heard that? Chapter 5 verse 27.
Yeah, Habil and
Yes,
something
yes,
like.
Habil and Qabil. So like for example, Tamil tradition says that Shiva had two wives, right? How did he got two wives? Again, we go back to indicated from Quran, chapter 5, verse 27, which says, tell the story of the two sons of Adam. Since Adam is a black man, in each pregnancy, Adam used to have twins, a male and a female. And this is how Cain was born, then Abel, Kabil, then Set is Shiva. And there were many other children born to Adam that time. And around 60, 70 children, people say they were born, and they all were twins. Adam is just a prophet. He is not a lawgiver. Allah has not given him anything about law regulation, but whatever, like how mana and sakwa was sent to Bani Israel, similarly food and everything was sent by God to first generation of Adam and his children, clothes, and so when twins were born, and Cain was not the color of the society that time. Kabil was not the color of that society, and right from the childhood he had a desire to marry his own twin sister because of the color factor. So when Quran says that offer the sacrifice, because since Adam had no clue about law for marriage, so Adam, when the age of marriage came, both the children were told to offer the sacrifice. Abel and Kabil both offered the sacrifice, and the law came that Cain was supposed to marry Abel's sister, and Abel was supposed to marry Cain's sister. But right from the beginning, since Cain had a desire to marry his own twin sister because of a color factor, she was different from the rest of the Black South people. So he committed the first murder. He was cursed and banished from the cradle of civilization, and he became hunter-gatherer, cannibal society. The white people, European history, European race is basically that their culture, and that thing is confirmed. And then when Set, the third son, because Cain was cursed and banished from the cradle of civilization. Then sister, Abel died. Abel's sister was there. She got married to the third son, that is Set or Shiva, and fourth sisters also got married to the third son of Adam. This is how Shiva had two wives. Now, this is the and the Quran also in chapter 1, Surah Fatiha, which every Muslim is reading, but they don't understand the meaning of that. Guide us to the straight path, the path whom you have blessed. The blessed one is Shiva, whom God has prophesied before the creation of your earth, that he will be the representing on earth. He is the representator. Then, not the part who has earned your warrant, referring to the bloodline of Cain, the hunter-gatherer cannibal society, who had no messengers or anything. And the third thing is astray people. Astray people are those who have left, the native people who have left the straight part of first Siddha, and they have accepted the nomads, white people culture, who from various after many invasion, people are coming here. Caucasians, nomads, everyone is coming here and looting this country, and they are trying to rule this country with the policies which are anti to Asivagam. So those people the natives who are accepting those invaders or serving those invaders,
Um,
so straight people.
Actually, it's human anthropology says that first mankind is or man is originated from Africa, I think.
Yeah, that's what the new theory has come. But we the thing is that all civilization, all culture. If first man is from Africa, why CERN laboratory has put in because it's a science lab in Switzerland. They have put Shiva the Traj statue over there. So basically, and now coming to chapter 49, verse 13. That verse, if you read that, it says that from one male and female, Allah has divided you into various Shuba wa Kabail. Shuba wa Kabail means, Shuba means department of work, but the deception of this Shia Sunni is that they have made it as a race nation. So, first generation of Adam, uh, having many children. The firstborn was a fugitive. He was cursed and banished. Second son died. That's the history of a first human race. Third son became the administrator, the first Pandian, and the first Siddha, whom God taught by pen. And when you read Quran, oral form of language was taught to Adam, but the written form of language, Tamil, was given to the first Siddha. So, and Quran also talks about the first Pandian Sangam. That Sangam was far more advanced than this current generation. Quran chapter 6.6. If you can, you can read that verse. So it's clearly stating that the previous generation was far more advanced than this current generation. So first Tamil Sangha which was established by the Pandyans. And it has like how the different shobha, different caste, rank, everything was there in an organized society. So they made a great civilization, and pyramids across the globe was built by the Pandyan colony before the deluge. So this is what Quran is talking about, and that's the reason why Chera king responded to Prophet Muhammad, because Quran is a reminder about Asivagam, the ancient tradition way of life, life of the way of life given to first Siddha by God, and that's the reason why they united there. And now, if you read, if you have a Quran, you can read chapter 6.6, so it will be better for your understanding.
Okay, fine. It's okay. Then, which tradition you follow in
I'm
your
coming.
Sikh?
Because see, whatever the tradition Muslims are following has got nothing to do with real Islam. They are following the fake Islam. So now since I have established you since if you have a Quran, we can go into the Quran, because that will be better. Because just I'm not a like how normally the Muslims do lectures. I don't do lecture. I make people read the Quran, so that if they have any problem with that verse, they can check with their ulamas, and they can seek guidance from God. That's what I can do. That But if I am just giving you a lecture, and then there will be a question mark in your mind whether I am telling you, because I know most of the Muslims, they don't know anything about Quran. 2 billion Muslims, they are proudly boasting all over the world that it is the fastest growing religion, but the reality is not a one single person knows the message of the Quran. So that's the reason why I make people, whatever I say, I quote, I try to make the people read the Quran, so that he can, if he is a researcher, he's a seeker of truth, so he can ask his ulamas and about the things. So if you have a Quran, we can continue.
Yeah, actually, I'm interested to know. Please.
Yeah, so open Quran chapter 6.6. So I'll show you the first Tamil Sangha which Quran is talking about. It is far more advanced than this current generation. So whatever science you see in this world is a peanut in front of that civilization. So just open chapter 6, verse 6. You can Google it out, no problem. Google is there now. We are in the age of information.
Okay, okay. I'm just Google 6.6. Huh?
6.6.
Yeah, I got it. Uh, have they not seen how many people we have destroyed before them? Is it that?
Yeah, that one, that one. Yeah.
Okay, it says people whom we had made more powerful in the earth than you are, and upon them we showered from the heavens abundant rains, the whose feet we caused the rivers to flow. Yeah, and then when they behaved ungratefully, we destroyed them for their sins and raised other people
Another
in the,
civilization.
in,
Yeah.
the, in
So
their place. Okay.
another civilization. So the first civilization from Adam, because in Adam time we were taller, we
Mm.
were the height was much. Animal at that time were ratio proportion to that because they were all like whatever the dinosaurs we people are talking is basically when humans are tall, around about 30 feet, 60 feet, whatever the height is there. And average age of that time was around 1,000 years, 1,000 years plus. So and this generation was far more advanced than this current generation which came after the deluge, after the new generation is the meaning after the flood. We became small, 6 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, all that, and our average age became less than 100, or maximum if you go ahead 150 to 100, that's a different thing, but maximum average age became 100, 125, that way. So the first generation is far more advanced than this current generation, so meaning that that's the reason why uh, these people they talk about aliens, about all that, and somebody coming from alien coming from Sirius star and coming down to earth and teaching the people and all that. So they have why they, because they don't want to give credit to the Tamil people, the Pandyan people. So that's the reason why they don't want to talk about Tamil history. And then after flood, so from Adam to Noah, from Adam history, like Adam had many children. They made a Shuba, like how the Kemite civilization is that the pyramids divided into different rank. Cain became the father of the white race, the European people, the hunter-gatherer cannibal society, which Quran is talking about. And then and why Noah and the Quran chapter 3 verse 33. Open that chapter 3 verse 33. So in that verse is talking about, yeah,
Quran
and
333.
yeah, 333, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Indeed, Allah chose Adam, Noah, the family of Abraham, and the family of Imran above all people uh, of their time. Right?
Yes, yes, yes. So, this verse is talking about Adam, Noah, family of Imran, and family of Ibrahim. And second line says that they are the descendant one another. It's like one bloodline. Okay, so all the prophets and all the books were given into these people, the God appointed people. So they are above the, because they are the manager or representative of the earth. That's the reason why in Tamil culture we say Shivam. Shivam means God omnipotent, and Shivan means representative of God, and the first representative of the God are the Pandyans, and then later from Adam to Noah, and then family of Abraham. So these are the representing God on earth. Now coming to Noah period. So during Noah period, this is what, and the reason why Noah flood took place was that because during Noah period, since they had this technology, they were doing genetical engineering at that time. They were doing genetical engineering at that time, and that's the reason why all the, what you say, uh, animals, they corrupted it, hybrid creature, all that GMOs and everything. So Noah built a boat, a small boat, and he did not carry any physical animal. Like most of the people think that Noah traveled all over the earth and took the animals pairs and he put it in his boat. It's not logical because there are so many of species of animals and plants, and in that small boat he cannot, even if he's keeping pairs also, he cannot be able to keep all those animal in that thing. And for 40 days and night he cannot take care of those animals, and the cleanliness and all that, it's not possible. So, and the reason why, and because Noah did not carry any physical animal, he carried the DNA of all the species and the seeds of various plants and things, and he kept in that concealed vacuumed boat, especially designed for that purpose. And then when the boat landed in Judi Ararat mountain in Turkey, Anatolia, you will find there is a lab dating back to 12,500 BC. You can Google it out, Gopikle Tepe, Gopelkitepe, Gopikle Tepe. This is the lab where Noah, and Noah is nothing but Murugan. That's the reason why Murugan is holding a whale. Whale means as a sperm DNA. So this lab, Noah alias Murugan, regenerated all the species and then distributed all over the earth. You're getting the point. Just Google it out. Gopikle Tepe.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So now open chapter 11, verse 48.
It's you. 11:48. Huh? What you said?
Yeah, 11:48.
Pora. Yeah, I got it.
Yes. In this also, it's talking about. You can read that verse 11:48.
Yeah. It's okay. Uh, he was told, "Oh Noah, get you down in peace and safely from us, safety from us, and with blessing upon you and upon the communities who are with you, descend from your." That is in explanations in within bracket. Then we will provide for them to enjoy themselves for them, and then there will visit them from as a painful punishment.
Yes. So when the boat landed in Ararat mountain, Judi mountain in Anatolia, Turkey, so Allah is telling them, get out of the boat, ark, and apart from Ham, Sham, and Japheth, Allah is also telling that some group are those whom we shall enjoy this world, who shall enjoy this world. So all those civilization in Mesopotamian region, whether it be Aram, you very well know that Aram is a Tamil word. Elam is a Tamil word. Mari civilization, Syria is a Tamil word. Sumerian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Baluchistan civilization, Lothal civilization, Kambi civilization. These are all civilization started built by the Pandyan colony, the Tamil people, right? So, what God is telling here is that they will enjoy the worldly thing, and in the end, a punishment, torment will come to them. So again, around 5000 BC, we all know that Mahabharat, the in-house fighting among the Pandyan, took place from Syria to, and that land is from Syria to Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Lothal, Rajasthan. All these lands were where this Mahabharat took place, in-house fighting among the Pandyans, and after the war of Mahabharat, Sri Krishna they used nuclear bomb, not and that's the reason why in spite of having a Mesopotamian river and Saraswati river, Indus Valley tributaries, but if you look into that land, it's not vegetation, but it's not green, is not there. It's all arid land. So that land became infertile because of the radiation.
Okay, it's okay, sir. Adili sir, I want to know. In you are not for. Are you following any Sufi traditions? Like
No, 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 no. I'm into
no?
Sufism. I'll come to that point later on because Quran is talking about spiritualism. First, let us understand the history, and then the principles of which Quran is talking
And
about Asivagam,
is it
and then
your own arguments, or do you have any communities who believes like this?
no, no, no.
It's your own findings, huh?
It's my own finding, and like I have worked with Dr. Zakir Naik, and from this is research I'm doing it from past many years, 20 years. 20 years back, I was with Zakir Naik, and
Okay.
before that also I was doing. Yeah,
It's
so I know I'm into comparative
it's
studies.
fine. You are from Tamil Nadu?
No, no, I'm from Bombay.
Okay, fine. Do you know Tamil?
No, I don't know Tamil.
Okay, fine. Actually, I got some sense like that because someone said that the ancient language may be Tamil. Then Siddhar Siddha is also an ancient spiritual
Yeah.
group or traditions. Even in Buddha's, they have had some connection with the Buddha.
Yeah, now I got your point. I will show you the spiritualism in the Quran. You can open chapter 15, verse 87, which talks about the seven Kundalini. Chapters Prophet Muhammad was given two things by Allah, that is seven Kundalini, because without seven awakening of the Kundalini, you cannot get connected with higher conscious. So seven Kundalini is mentioned in Quran, and Book of Wisdom, that is Quran, chapters 15, verse 87. Now I'll just give you the verses. You can go through it, and later on we can have a discussion. So seven Kundalini is mentioned in Quran, chapter 15, verse 87, which is connected with ancient tradition of first Siddha. Chapter 15, verse 87. Yeah, you can. Did you open it? Chapter 15,
Yes,
verse
yes, yes,
87.
yes, I am just opening. See, it says, here is its translation. Hmm. And we have certainly given you seven of the often repeated verses and the great Quran, right? Is it that? Can you hear? Am I
Yeah,
audible?
yeah, that one. But don't read the bracket. Bracket, they have diverting the thing. We can have a discussion on later on, but just read it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sure, sure. And we have certainly given you seven of the often repeated and the great Quran, right?
Yes. So
And we have
yeah,
best
yeah, this,
bestowed upon these the seven of repeated and grand Quran.
yeah.
I don't know. This is a yes. It's a tafsir. I think. Can you read
So
it? Because
yeah,
in Google I
actually,
got a tafsir.
yeah. This verse is actually talking about that Prophet Muhammad was given seven of repeated and the Quran, and
Mhm.
but these ulamas or these Muslim sectors, they don't want to tell people that this seven of repeated is Kundalini chakras, because when you talk about Kundalini, it connects with India. So to hide this history, they said this seven of repeated means Surah Fatiha, and to make Surah Fatiha seven verses, they have given Bismillah as number one. You're getting the point. And rest of the surah, Bismillah has not been numbered. In other surah, number is not given to Bismillah,
Okay,
but
okay,
only in chapter.
okay, fine. Can you give its references in my back channel because I can refer it right later because you given a lot of fire.
Yeah, means I
If
didn't
you
get you.
don't. Oh, okay, okay. Even your translation, just to copy and paste and send to
No,
my back
it's okay. So what you read is the right thing. I'm not. The thing is, only in every translation you will find Surah Fatiha, Surah
Actually,
Sabih
this
Matani.
is first time I'm hearing certain knowledge.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Now this you can note it down, and because while reading Quran, you have to check all the translation to come to the conclusion. So you just note it down, and 1587 about Kundalini chakras, And then now open chapter 24, verse 35, which talks about pineal gland, the third eye, which is the location in the body where the third eye, abode of God, is there. Chapter 24, verse 35.
If you don't mind, can you, because it's very difficult to okay, 15, I am sending it to back channel message to you.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Then the references can be quoted.
Yeah.
I just forward
You,
it because
yeah.
I got some spark and
Okay, okay,
I had some intuition like this, what you said.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
but first time I want to know more about it because
Yeah,
because it's a new experience and new knowledge. I want to validate or just to want to do some research in this idea.
yeah.
It's entirely a new thing. Okay, I got it. Kundalini reference got it. Thank you. Then after that, what you
Pineal
said?
gland, pineal gland, chapter
Uh,
24, verse 35.
uh-huh. What it says? Can you read
You
it?
can, yeah, read that. Read that. It's see, it says that God is the light, and the same light is within us because we have the God particle. And when the supreme light and the small light they meet each other, then there is a condition of nur ala nur, means light upon light. It's a awakening state. Chapter 24, verse 35. Open it. Read it. Yeah.
Okay.
See, Sabir, the thing is, Quran has 6,666 verses. But thing is that in one day you will not understand. So whatever, how much you want to take it right now, you can have a next session also because this is something new because it's totally like you are traveling opposite the stream, and it's very difficult for people to understand. To in one session you will not be able to understand. So basically, you can take down the notes, and then later on you can do your own research, and then we can then we can have a other discussion also. So open chapter, so just read it. We will not discuss on this. So chapter 24, verse 35. I'll show you many
Yeah,
things.
yeah, I got it. Allah is the light of the heavens and earth, right?
Yes, yes,
He,
yes, yes,
his light in the universe may be likened to an initial wherein in a lamp, and the lamp. Yes, that I know.
yes,
Yes, I remember that because
yes.
it's
So,
very famous. I
yes.
Yeah, I
So this
got
is
a
actually,
normal tafsir about it.
yeah, this is actually connected with pineal gland, the location of the because God's particle is within our body, but the Sufism say that it is in the heart, but that's a wrong interpretation. The pineal gland is in the forehead, and that's the reason why in the Tamil culture we put that puttu, the try
Yeah, yes, yes, I
yeah,
know,
that
I know.
also is there because the soul is there in between the two eyes. So and it's an indication that their soul is there. So but it is not haram that whatever the Hindu cultures are doing, it's not haram. They are supposed, because soul is there. But when you ask any Sufi, where is the soul, where is the Muslim will never be able to answer that. And if you ask any Sufism, they say that the soul will be in somewhere near the heart. So that's a different that Sufism is right only, but in a corrupted form. So, but when we understand Asivagam and Tamil culture, then we will be able to understand Quran much better, because that's the reason why Quran is called as a reminder. It's reminding because already the information is there. Now, open chapter 7, verse 172.
Yes, you just mentioned in my back channel that just
Yes,
for
yes,
reference.
yes.
Chapter 7,
Chapter 7, verse 172 to
170.
174.
Yes, 172 I got.
Yeah.
Allah. And remember when your Lord brought forth from the lions of the children of Adam, their descendants, and had them testify regarding themselves. Allah asked, "Am I not your Lord?" They replied, "Yes, you are. We testify." He cautioned, "Now you have no right to say on Judgment Day we are not aware of this." This is happens at the time of what I say. That's Alamul
No, no,
Arwa.
no, no. I'll just come to the point. Uh, when from the loins means from the DNA. So God, it's on the earth only, not on the heaven, because from the loins of the all the DNA, from the DNA, how many children are going to be born? Everyone was taken testimony from with Allah. So everyone has that genetical memory. Scientifically terms, it is called genetical memory. So our DNA has testified with God that when we are on the earth, we will follow the way of life which given by God. And Allah is telling that on the day of judgment, don't say that no one came to you, because I myself have testimony with you. You're getting the point?
Yeah, I understand. It's more comfortable
Now,
and
now
logical
because yeah,
because
now
so
yeah.
deen is inherited in every person. I know. In
No, that's a
Fitra,
tradition way of life. See, the Quran is nothing. The Quran didn't brought any new religion. It's just a reminder. It's reminding the ancient tradition way of life. So now, like most of the Hindus says that we can get connected with our ancestors. Again, Quran chapter 23, verse 99 confirms that. Chapter 23, verse, I'll back channel you. You can go through it.
do you have any website or anything? Any
Yeah, I
cult?
have my YouTube channel is there. I'll give it to you later on. So now you have open chapter 23, verse 99.
Okay, I try.
Yeah. Well, let me give you all the principle first, because so that you can do your research, and I'll give you my YouTube channel also, so that you can also go through that. And if any question is there, you can ask. No problem. Afterwards. So 23 verse 99. I'm just showing you. You have to ponder yourself, and you have to, because everything is within you. Because since God has said that if no one has come to you, but God has given you the what you say, the testimony. So DNA has the memories. So it is, that's the reason why Quran is telling that chapter 2 verse 2 is telling that this book is for the people who are conscious of God. And how to be conscious is through meditation only. Yeah,
Mm.
chapter 23 verse 99.
Yeah, when they approach, right, like something like that. When
Yeah, 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 that's
death approaches any of them, they cry, "My Lord, let me go back." Right?
yes, 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 yes.
حتى إذا جاء أحدهم موت قال ربي ارجعون. Okay, fine.
The next line is saying that on that day, until that day means on the when the frequency has been trumpet has been blown. On that day, there will be no kingship. There will be no connection. No, there will be no relationship. Means until day of judgment, we can get connected with our ancestors memory, genetical memories, because all the right, this what we are, this DNA which we have, the body which we have, this DNA is connected with the first DNA before the creation of Adam also. So that much of memories, genetical memories are there within us. So if you are conscious of God, you can time travel and get back to those things. And that's the reason why Quran is telling that Lohe Mahfuz, only the pure can touch it. So, so if you have that much of spiritual power, and so you can get connected with Lohe Mahfuz and get that information from there, from that book itself. That much of spiritual power we have. And there is also one incident in Quran where Moses meet Al-Qidr. So why Moses met Al-Qidr? Because Moses, since he was talking to God, So he had a superiority complex that I am better than all the mankind till today. So God is telling, go to this certain siddhas in India, in Tamil culture, who's called Al-Kidar. So he went there, and he ultimately agreed that I don't know anything. You're getting the point. So there are many siddhas who have achieved much level of spiritualism, which common people will not understand. And there's one more verse in Quran which says that don't say to them as dead people, they are living, but you perceive it not. So that it's the thing is this is about genetical memories, and there is a verse in Quran which says that in every culture we have appointed a sacrificing of animal. So that's referring to the Kul Devam, ancestral get together. Like in all over India, we'll find a Kul Devam of individual caste and tribe, and in every year they will go there and they will sacrifice an animal or a cock or anything, and then they feast over that. So this was the culture of ancient tradition way of life of Asivagam. So so whatever this tradition was, the Prophet Muhammad reminded it, and that tradition was supposed to be followed by the family of Ibrahim, which they are not following it. You're getting the point. So, whole mission of Prophet Muhammad was to remind children of Israel so that they can uh, re-establish Asivagam Koil parliament system, and then follow the tradition way of life. Now, open chapter 42, verse 13. That's the last one which I'm going to give you. Chapter 42, verse 13.
42.
13, 1 3.
Yeah, it says,
Yeah.
uh, he has uh, he has ordained for you believers the way which he decreed for Noah, and what we have revealed to you, O prophet, and what we decreed for Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, commanding upload faith and make no division in it. What you call the polytheist to you unbearable for them. Allah chooses for himself whoever he wills and guides to himself whoever turns to him. Right. So it's
Yeah.
proper for persons.
Yeah,
Who,
see, we all have to follow the same path which Prophet Noah has followed, and Noah is from the bloodline of Set, the third son of Adam, and third of
not able to
again it's
understand.
referring to the Shiva, that is Asivagam, because is God guided path means Asivagam. So Allah guides whom He will. So basically, we all have to follow the same path, and whatever the tradition way of life which was given to Asivagam, which currently is being followed by the Hindus in a corrupted form, we have to like a little bit rectification is there. So we have to rectify certain policies of the Hindus so that it becomes Asivagam principle. And but regarding Christianity and Shia, Sufi, Sunni, Wahhabi, they have nothing to do with the true Islam. They are following certain some religion, but they are not following the true Islam. Whereas the Hindus are concerned, they are close to Islam, but not in the pure
Just sir,
state.
1 minute. I'm getting a call. You please wait. Can I attend that call?
Your voice is there.
Yes, I'm just attending the phone.
Yeah. Sure. You can attend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, we please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, chapter 42, verse 13 is saying that we have to follow the same path which Prophet Noah has followed, and the same path Prophet Muhammad also followed, and the same path was followed by Ibrahim, Musa, and Isa, and don't divide that religion. And yeah, so this is what it's talking about. And since China, India, Tamil tradition, I mean the African tradition, South America, all these people are following the tradition way of life. Like in every culture, you will find they are doing ancestral worship, they are having Kundalini chakra concept about spiritualism, living with nature, not harming the nature. All this culture has been followed by all the tradition way of life. And like regarding the family of Ibrahim, they their history. If you look into the history, they are not aware of the tradition way of life, because they had never been in their own land. Like for example, children of Israel. So Ibrahim left Ur and he went to Jerusalem, and God promised him that he will give his children a certain land. And then when Isaac was born, and Jacob was born, and Jacob 12th son, their history starts with a conspiracy. The 10 brothers, they conspire to kill one of their brothers, referring to Yusuf or Joseph, and then how Joseph went to Egypt, and how the 12 brothers and their clan, they reached Egypt, and they stayed in Egypt till Prophet Moses. And then later on, from how Moses took those 12 tribes back to wilderness for many years, and ultimately the next generation entered into the promised land. That is the history. And during timeline of Saul, around 932 BC, God sent the Ark of Covenant, appointed Saul as the first king among the family of Ibrahim, and David was appointed as the administrator uh, among the family of Ibrahim. And then the first administrator, Koil, first Qibla, because Koil, in Tamil means house of a king. So the first administration center, the first Qibla for children of Israel was among the family of Ibrahim, was in Jerusalem. And Ark of Covenant was given to them. And then later on, if you go into the history, 54 times Jerusalem was invaded by the outsiders, and ultimately Ark of Covenant went missing, and the children of Israel fled from that land and settled in Arabia, the cousin land. And then when Jesus came, the 12 tribe, because Jesus' mission is limited to lost sheep of house of Israel. And why Bible says lost? Because they were not there. So Jesus Christ's mission is incomplete. He's taken alive. When Prophet Muhammad came, he is reminding the way of life which Prophet Noah has followed, about the Asivagam tradition way of life, like whatever the Quranic verse I'm giving you, that is connected with Asivagam. And basically, this Quran is for those people whom it is addressing, not for the all mankind, because all mankind were already following the tradition way of life which was given to first Siddha. It was only the children of Israel among the family of Ibrahim. They had certain problem in their surrounding. So Prophet Muhammad came and he reminded those people to get back to the original way of life which was given to Prophet Noah, followed by Noah, referring to the Tamil tradition way of life called Asivagam, God guided path. And then when Prophet Muhammad came in power, the new administration center was appointed at Mecca. From Mecca, children of Israel, tribe Judah, Moors, they govern Hijaz region, Africa, and 800 years in Europe. For 800 years, they ruled until the coming of the Ottoman Empire. So this is and around 1400 AD, Ottoman took over Medina, and they started calling themselves as Khalifa. So this is how the right to administration was taken away from the family of Ibrahim, and it was given to the nomads, means the Caucasians, white people, the Ottoman Empire, who ruled India, Middle East, Africa, and Europe for up till 1926. Sorry, 1921. And then around 1926, Devil from Najd, Saudi Wahhabi unit, They entered into Hijaz region, genociding 8 lakh black people, melanated people, and captured Mecca and Medina. Later on, they destroyed Jannatul Baqi and all that places. And when they found oil, they appointed as a they made dollar as their bodyguard, and since then their dollar and the oil partnership is ruling this entire globe. And through Wahhabism, they are spreading terrorism all over the world, and they are trying to destroy the straight part of first Siddha. So basically, in last 40 years, 50 years, we see Tabligh Jamaat, we see the people like the fugitive Dr. Zakir Naik, then we see this SDPI and all those terrorist organization, TNTJ and all that coming into limelight, and trying to convert the Hindus, and from the straight part, means Hindus are basically know what Asivagam is all about, but they have in a corrupted form. But when he converts to Christianity or Islam, he is not at all he's away from the original Islam which was given to first Siddha. So as long as he is a Hindu, he is like at the border. The day he converts, he is straying far away from the straight path. And whereas Muslims are concerned, they are totally out of the fold of Islam, because they have the Quran and they don't know anything about the Quran. You're getting the point. So, so there are many cults, and which one is the true one? And that true one is again connected with Shiva, the first Pandey, the first Siddha, and his way of life called Asivagam, the Siddha way of life. And Prophet Muhammad is the last messenger who reminded that same part which Prophet Noah has followed, and he also followed the same part, and Ibrahim also followed the same part. Musa and Isa also followed the same part. So ultimately, people who call themselves Hindus, they are very close to Islam, the real Islam. But whereas Christianity and other cults are concerned, they are astray people, and they are basically, I can say that they are nuisance among the spiritual part. Yeah, I will. With this, I end this. Yeah, Shafi. If you have any question, we can discuss. You can do your research, and we can have a next session also. In one day, you will not understand all that because it
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be,
yeah. It's
yeah,
exactly actually everything is new to
the
me.
note will be too much for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I got a lot of new things. Anyway, thank you. I will
Yeah, take a break. Welcome. Thank you.